Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
Welcome everyone here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we are here on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. We are covering over 5 million households here in the greater Los Angeles, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. Today, I have an amazing guest for you, and his name is Tony Dreammaker Doty. He is featured in Forbes, ABC, Fox, and CBS News. He's a super connector, mentor, and a business consultant, international speaker, philanthropist, award-winning executive producer, showrunner, featured talent on Amazon Prime, NASDAQ opening bell ringing ceremony participant, and his motto is, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Yes. Welcome, Tony. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having us. We appreciate it so much.
Yes, and next to you, we have Christine Connell, who is the founder of the Rewired Mind, transforms lives with her innovative neuroscience-based method, specializing in mindset mastery and emotional elevation. She works with private and corporate clients to accelerate change and achieve goals. Christine will be featured in the film, The Frequency of Miracles, exploring the blend of science, ancient wisdom, and spirituality. She also appears in the 2023 documentary Beyond Limitations and is a best-selling author and speaker. Christine's global impact includes private coaching, public speaking, and media engagements, highlighting her commitment to addressing mental health challenges and promoting empowerment. Welcome, Christine.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here and to meet you and see all the projects you're working on as well.
Thank you. Well, I am so grateful for Jonathan Breer for bringing you both here, and I'm really excited to learn more about you, Tony. Can you give us some background in terms of what you have done in the past and how you got to where you are now?
First and foremost, thank you again for having. And it's nice to finally meet you in person. We've had several lovely calls. And thank you, Jonathan, wonderful cast member, dear friend, for putting us together. And first and foremost, my gorgeous wife, I'm going to break the fourth wall like Deadpool, is right there. I want to pay homage to her. I love her so much. And she's a big reason why I do what I do. And also this person to the right of me, which we'll chat about here shortly. But, you know, my story is interesting. So, basically, for 20 years, technically September 23rd, 2004 was 20 years. I've been in the industry of just putting people together, connecting people, helping people's dreams to come true. Some years back, not quite a decade ago, on a big call, I helped a bunch of people become best-selling authors and get their books published and all that. And they said, "You're a dream maker," right? So this moniker, Tony Dreammaker Doty, right? It just kind of stuck, right? And I said, okay, I'm Italian. I've been called worse, right? Just don't call me late for dinner, right? But it's one of those things that I truly feel that, we all know the famous book by Simon, It Starts with Why, but I believe really it happens with how, right? But who gives you the how? So when you think about it, they use the whole analogy, right? It's who you know, right? I mean, in a very nicer kind of way of putting it, it's really building a relationship with the people. Everybody's a genius in their own sphere of influence. Everybody has a gorgeous gift, right? Whether it's the all-star baseball player or the mechanic, right? Or whoever it might be, right? So when you look at your life, I tell people your business, your brand, as basically a baseball diamond, and you're the pitcher of your life, right? Because you get to make the decisions. And at the end of the day, when you do that, right, you don't have a team of 9 pitchers. You don't win a World Series that way. Even if the 9 greatest players ever, you have a team of 9 people that are very, very different at what they do, but they're the best at what they do. And you might be one, Golden Glove first baseman away or shortstop away from winning that World Series together. So the calls I get, whether it's, hey, we're going to put together this phenomenal trilogy of movies called The Frequency of Miracles. We're going to continue with The Secret Started. We were just with Marie Diamond, and I said 16 years ago, and she's laughing. She's like, I think that was like 18 years ago, you know, and we're going to continue their work, right, to, hey, Usain Bolt, unfortunately, tore his Achilles, right, and we need someone to carry the Olympic torch, right, and I get the call for things like that, and it's an honor. And so it's just really filling the gap, right, of whatever somebody needs, because, you know, the who gives you the how. And that's what we get to do. And I'm very excited about this whole new set of movies here. We're working on about 9 movies total, but this trilogy is just unbelievable. I mean, we have everybody in this film, from, you know, Dr. Joe Vitale from The Secret to Marie Diamond, just filmed, oh my gosh, Bruce Lipton recently, who's the father of modern-day epigenetics, the Marissa Peer. All these amazing human beings, right, are in this film. Michael Beckwith from The Secret, and we're adding so many more, and we're filming more this week. John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, right? Marcia Schumo, New York Times bestselling author, also on The Secret. To watch the evolution of where consciousness has come from in this very short period of time, where now manifesting is coming like a common phrase, where people are getting to understand that they really could create their realities, basically just acting, you know, in coherence with what they want to bring to fruition, and that there's a science there, and it's not woo-woo anymore. There's science meets spirituality, and that's what we're doing with these films, and we're very happy to have some big box distribution with it too, so the masses can see it.
Wow, what an accomplishment. I'm like overwhelmed.
Thank you.
Well, so where are you in the United States? Is this where you live, or do you?
We are. I mean, we're kind of everywhere lots of times.
Okay.
We was in Paris several times, but we are originally from New Jersey and New York. We've been down in South Florida for about 6 years, between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. We love it. It's a little warmer down there, you know. I'm wearing a pea coat here. I haven't worn a pea coat in I think yet in Miami. And it's one of those things that, you know, we get to travel a lot and do a lot, which is great. So we kind of, you know, have these various places where we are, but really, you know, I say home's where the heart is, right? But sometimes it feels good to sleep in your own bed.
Okay, awesome. Now, Christine, how did it all start for you?
Well, that's a really interesting question. And it was an unexpected start for me, because I was married with children, you know, just a stay-at-home mom, hadn't worked in years. I was always in event planning and kind of just, you know, a networker at heart. I love to make connections as well, just kind of like Tony does. And I was exposed in my home. I started to feel really unwell, and I just didn't know myself anymore. So I started to go on this journey: doctors, functional medicine, traditional acupuncture. I did everything. And come to find out, I was exposed to neurotoxic mold. And I was sick, and my children were sick, and the traditional model wasn't supportive of that at the time. And I started to follow this guy it was 2014, 2015, that was just kind of coming out with some concepts and talking about his exposure to mold. And I just really rapidly followed him, and his name is Dave Asprey. And he was beginning the biohacking movement. And so I diligently started to follow his protocols and the supplements and the removing of things. And through that process, really came to understand that I had some deeper things I needed to heal, and got better. Went through a divorce because of that, and was really emotionally destabilized. But when I moved into 4 other homes that had neurotoxic mold in it, I started to realize, hey, maybe there's something to this. Maybe I have some influence here. So I started to look at the manifestation process from a place of maybe there's something to be healed here. So I came into the place of looking at how I'm creating things and how I am unconsciously creating things to my detriment. And I started to study voraciously hypnosis, subconscious programming, ancestral trauma, and came to learn about the programs and systems that were running behind the scenes, and I started to work with practitioners that helped me heal myself, and then organically came through the process of working with young children in my community just for free that were friends with my kids, and got such great success rates that I worked with the parents, and so on and so forth. And then now I've been invited to speak around the world on stages about sustainability of your internal climate, not the climate out there, but who are you being in your life, and is it sustainable?
Wow. Now, how did you guys connect, the two of you?
You want me to start? It's, we joke, I call her my work wife, right? But we met at a time that I really, really needed that. I was praying to God that I needed that person. I needed that, the proverbial joke, where were you when the boat and the plane and, you know, everything was there to come rescue when the flood was coming, right? So I paid attention to that, right? I married my beautiful dream girl, and we were traveling a lot for the first 2 years of marriage, and was in a car, small little vehicle, got hit from behind, ended up being in bed for a year, ended up going through about a 5.5 year healing journey. And I meet this dear person when we moved to South Florida, when I got myself to the point through different modalities where I was well enough to actually get on a plane and physically move, but I still wasn't at that point where I needed to be. I wasn't great. And I met her after having done lots of different modalities, PRP, stem cells, and I was grateful for the stem cells. And I met her by, again, you know, what I call happenstance, or what Dr. Wayne Dyer would say coincidence, which is what two coinciding angles meant to be. And we almost went home that night, and I wanted to take my lovely wife, who was holding me at that time health-wise, to go around a little walk by the river.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's just a start.
Yeah.
And so don't go away. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back, and we're going to learn more about the movies that they're making right now.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
In Karate Legacy and the Power Within, we don't just teach karate techniques, we share the inspiring stories of incredible martial artists. Latino Gonzalez, the father of karate, paved the way for martial arts in the Philippines. His legacy lives on through his sons, Rolando and Roberto Gonzalez, who starred in over 100 Philippine karate movies, captivating audiences and bringing karate to the silver screen. Then we have Patricia Gonzalez, a symbol of strength and resilience. After overcoming her own battles, Patricia's journey embodies the spirit of perseverance. Her story encourages us to face our challenges head-on and emerge victorious. Each character in this book has a unique journey, friends and students who have dedicated their lives to mastering the art of karate. Their shared passion not only deepens their bond, but also strengthens their resolve to uplift one another. Through these compelling stories, Karate Legacy and the Power Within reveals the essence of karate: courage, unity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Join us in celebrating these extraordinary individuals and discover the strength that lies within you. Grab your copy of Karate Legacy and the Power Within, available now on Amazon.
Who do you think you are? Build your name, build your brand, build your legacy. Discover the transformative power of personal branding with Marie Antoinette Waite, as she illuminates readers with insights from her dynamic speaking events. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting, Marie's expertise and guidance will help you create your legacy. You don't want to wait on this opportunity. Buy this book right now on Amazon for only $19.97. Let this book build your brand today.
Meet M. Teresa Lawrence, a beacon of hope and transformation whose life's works spans continents. Born in Cuba and celebrated for her philanthropic work, Teresa's journey reflects her dedication to empowering communities globally. Through her Leadership of Play coaching program in Jackson, Wyoming, and literary works like Gloriousness, she encourages a unique approach to leadership, embracing creativity, collaboration, and a childlike wonder for resilient, authentic living. Join her event, the Grand Butterfly Gathering, for a transformative experience where hundreds of people will gather virtually worldwide and on location at the town square in Jackson, Wyoming, dressed as butterflies. This event symbolizes a beautiful connection between nature's harmony and human unity, and is a great opportunity to raise funds and awareness for children's charities worldwide. Visit our website to register for the Grand Butterfly Gathering now, butterflymarch.com.
Welcome back at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and today we have Tony and Christine. And Tony, I mean, this is crazy what you guys do. There's a lot of movies, and you're doing this Frequency of Miracles. Tell us about the movie.
So I'll tell you, it's funny because I got to a point where I was well enough to get back on a film set, and I met Kristen because I had the honor of her working with me and basically using her amalgam of modalities together, which became the Rewired Mind. And when the Rewired Mind was applied to me, believe it or not, I was able to, for the first time in 4.5 years, take classes off. And the next day was the first time I was able to run in 5 years. And so we had to have her in the movie, right? And it just made my mind even more expansive to the point where I realized that people need to understand that there is such a thing about tapping into the quantum, tapping into these modalities. And we wanted to make sure that, you know, the application of what, you know, John Asherat and everybody did with The Secret, right, was really understood that these principles could actually be applied. So we wanted to build upon them by making movies that went into more depth, not just 101 or 102. So I'm super excited to be making these Frequencies of Miracles because I feel like I am vibing at the Frequency of Miracles, that I have experienced it, right, myself. And many, many people in this movie have experienced it too. And I have to give a big shout out to Jackie Woodward. She's amazing as a producer, and also Daniel Retzner, and he's also the founder, right, and he did Beyond the Secret, which came out and did very well on Amazon after the original Secret. And it was one of those things that we felt like we had to really take this to the next level, make it mainstream, and that's why I've never seen a movie where there's 20 plus world-renowned thought leaders, not 2 or 3 mainstream people and a couple newbies kind of coming up, but like 20 renowned thought leaders.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes.
So let me get down to the rewiring the mind.
Yes.
What is the process of that?
So I've studied in many different modalities, and I really kind of landed on hypnosis as like the end-all be-all of going into that subconscious program. And as I was pursuing that and having great success with hypnosis, Marissa Peer is one of my, she's a mentor, and I really look up to her, and she got me started in this space. But I came across something that was so deeply, profoundly comprehensive and more elegant than hypnosis, because hypnosis is it's a pretty emotional state.
Is that like giving control of your mind? I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't like losing control.
Well, so you kind of do have to lose control in order to gain control to kind of right the ship. So if the ship isn't, if you're not navigating in the right direction, you kind of have to give the helm over to someone who has, a little bit more knowledge, or maybe a little bit more neutral about, holding on so tightly to where you're headed. So it wasn't until I came across the concept of the superconscious mind. And the superconscious mind goes into like the universal consciousness. And that universal consciousness will then collaborate with your subconscious and your conscious state, and then align everything in your favor, including the ancestral and generational patterns. And that's been proven in science now to go back as far as 10 generations, that you are a product emotionally and physically of your parents, your ancestors, your lineage is encoded and embedded in you. And so you could go to the therapist for, 50 years and never make any headway on something that's encoded in you ancestrally. So you really need to go into these, if you're looking at like a computer program, we are programmed in that way. We're encoded. And when I came across this concept, I thought, this is so amazing. And I created a process that's so elegant and easy and is so meditative, and it's for people that don't like to give up control.
Okay, and so is that part of the movie that you're doing?
That's part of the movie. So my healing experience, as well as her coming in and basically educating about this specific topic, but so many other incredible thought leaders. Bruce Lipton went so deep into the epigenetics of it all, and how a practitioner like her can come in and basically help flip a switch. So where it may take somebody 6 months, a year or so, with wonderful practitioners out there in meditation, which we love, and mindfulness is key, meditation's key too. But there are people out there that have really unlocked the hack, so to speak. She spoke about Ashby earlier, of hacking into the quantum, to being able to go in there, and instead of taking 6 months, a year or so, right, doing it basically in seconds and recoding your DNA and really switching that proverbial switch, because we're binary, right? 96% of us, of the makeup is binary. 4% is basically prefrontal cortex. When you think about this, it's like if the 96 is obviously a higher number than 4%, there's a saying that the issues are in the tissues. So stored memory, stored trauma, sometimes people might be dealing with arthritis, things of that nature, and they had some kind of traumatic wound that's kind of just embedded there. And we know this. We've gone to chiropractors and done different things where, we're touched a certain way, craniosacral, and then the body starts moving on its own. Many of us have gone to see the great Joe Dispenza, and you see people moving, energy shifting, because it's clearing out of you. And I tell people, just like Michelangelo, right? He said if he wanted to create David, which he did, he had to remove everything that wasn't David to literally leave the proverbial David. That's all he did. If we want to be the best versions of ourselves, all we have to do is remove everything that we're not. All that programming from newborn to 7, when we're sponges and we're in theta, and you're just absorbing before prefrontal cortex is really formed, you can heal that, all right? And you can heal it in a way where you now get to have the power and be back in the driver's seat and actually make conscious decisions and pull your life and create whatever you want in your life.
So can you share an example of someone that you have gone through with, this process?
Yeah, me.
You?
Me, quite literally me. I mean, I went a lot of money. I'm not going to say a figure, but a lot of money. We went traditional medical doctors to functional doctors to holistic homeopathic. And there was some things along the way, don't get me wrong, it was incremental. But really, once I worked with Kristen, all right, and was able to really address the root cause to these different things, then that's when the proverbial kink in the hose, all right, kind of got unkinked. And then guess what? There's a free flow of water, right? And it's so many things. So many times we grow up, we blame our mom, we blame our dad, things like that. And like she spoke about, there are things, they have done studies, and we speak about this in the movie, people, generations, grandparents that were in war and the Holocaust and these horrific things that's happened, right? And then 2 generations later, a person may find themselves, right, say their grandmother's a Holocaust survivor, and, find themselves a little untrusting of people, or their great-great-grandparent was cheated on horrifically, and then they find they don't trust men or they don't trust women. And it is a thing called mindisms. There's things in the DNA, but we understand now from a scientific level that you are able to really work in epigenetics, work above genetics to
Okay, so
help
how
that.
long was this when you had this process? How long was this?
This was, oh my gosh, this was 2.5 summers ago. I would say.
Okay.
2.5 summers ago.
And what was the change for you?
The change for me was literally the first day I worked with her and her partner. I was able to take glasses off for the first time in 4.5 years.
What is it?
Glasses. The glasses had to be on,
Really?
at that time.
Okay.
And I'm mindful of my language and these autocorrects and things, right? But at that time, the next day I ran for the first time in 5 years, right? I physically ran. And there's a lot of stories that, that are even more so, even deeper. That, when people start to really put a consciousness there and put an intention, it is amazing what can truly happen. And you're going to hear these different stories. And the movie's not all about healing, right? The movie is about finding basically the best version of ourselves and tapping in to really what that frequency is and vibing at that frequency of happiness and good health and wealth and success, whatever that might be for that specific person.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, I want to share you a story because I remember I was a little bit, had too much to drink. And I was playing pool, the pool table. Then for some reason, when I made a focus on the ball to go into, the hole, I got the ball to jump. And then
go in the hole.
Yeah, and then the second time this happened to me, again, I had a little bit of something to drink, and I think my mind was a little bit loose.
Yeah.
And what happened is something triggered that when I was playing the pool, I kind of knew exactly where to put the ball. It's like I had this exact way of hitting the ball, and something released in my brain that made it happen.
Yes.
So I'm always curious about the power of our brain. But sometimes it probably limits it from doing its maximum capacity if you don't, somehow there's a way to release it. Well, and I don't want to be intoxicated. Because I don't drink anymore, you know. So I don't know how I can make that happen without drinking.
Well, it sounds funny, but when you're drinking, your prefrontal cortex, the gatekeeper, kind of goes to sleep a little bit. Right?
Which is the same thing what happens in a hypnotic state. When you go into meditation, you are letting loose of those reins or those stories or those narratives that tell you, of course you can't make that. You've not played pool in 10 years or 20 years. Where that kicks in, you start to just navigate away from the results that you really want. You start to really block yourself. And this whole process is just clearing clearing blocks, clearing stories, clearing narratives.
This is really interesting. I mean, you know, I'm sure people will be looking forward to watching your movie, and I'm really interested how you created the story for this movie, because, you know, this is like, you know, helping someone, and it takes years to get someone to change, right?
This movie is what I wanted when I embarked on this journey, and someone told me, you're going to change the consciousness of humanity. And I said, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was a stay-at-home mom of 2 children. I thought happiness, if it wasn't a Louis Vuitton handbag, might have been a Hermes handbag. I didn't know. And I quickly came to find out. So when someone tells you you're going to change the consciousness of humanity, you leave space open for that to happen. And here we are doing that in this project.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial break. This is so interesting, you guys. So don't go away. Stay with us here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show.
Meet M. Teresa Lawrence, a beacon of hope and transformation whose life's works spans continents. Born in Cuba and celebrated for her philanthropic work, Teresa's journey reflects her dedication to empowering communities globally. Through her Leadership of Play coaching program in Jackson, Wyoming, and literary works like Gloriousness, she encourages a unique approach to leadership, embracing creativity, collaboration, and a childlike wonder for resilient, authentic living. Join her event, the Grand Butterfly Gathering, for a transformative experience where hundreds of people will gather virtually worldwide and on location at the town square in Jackson, Wyoming, dressed as butterflies. This event symbolizes a beautiful connection between nature's harmony and human unity, and is a great opportunity to raise funds and awareness for children's charities worldwide. Visit our website to register for the Grand Butterfly Gathering now, butterflymarch.com.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
In Karate Legacy and the Power Within, we don't just teach karate techniques, we share the inspiring stories of incredible martial artists. Latino Gonzalez, the father of karate, paved the way for martial arts in the Philippines. His legacy lives on through his sons, Rolando and Roberto Gonzalez, who starred in over 100 Philippine karate movies, captivating audiences and bringing karate to the silver screen. Then we have Patricia Gonzalez, a symbol of strength and resilience. After overcoming her own battles, Patricia's journey embodies the spirit of perseverance. Her story encourages us to face our challenges head-on and emerge victorious. Each character in this book has a unique journey, friends and students who have dedicated their lives to mastering the art of karate. Their shared passion not only deepens their bond, but also strengthens their resolve to uplift one another. Through these compelling stories, Karate Legacy and the Power Within reveals the essence of karate: courage, unity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Join us in celebrating these extraordinary individuals and discover the strength that lies within you. Grab your copy of Karate Legacy and the Power Within, available now on Amazon.
Meet Marie Antoinette Waite, a wonder woman in real estate investment, healthcare, and fashion. With a legacy of success as the founder and CEO of Finest Women in Real Estate and Fire Up Connect, Marie has curated a journey of motivation and inspiration. Marie's achievements speak volumes, with prestigious awards like the Honorary Doctorate Award and the Fire Awards recognizing her groundbreaking contributions. Her passion for personal branding shines through in every field, inspiring others to unlock their true potential. Whether you're in the fashion industry looking to craft a distinctive brand identity, a business professional seeking to attract more clients and build a reputable brand, or a real estate professional navigating the dynamic market with confidence, Marie has the insights and experience to guide you. From assisting clients in securing speaking engagements and media features to coaching individuals on personal branding, she empowers businesses to elevate their brands beyond traditional approaches. Discover the transformative force of personal branding alongside Marie as she illuminates audiences with insights from her dynamic speaking engagements. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting, Marie's expertise and guidance can help you carve your unparalleled legacy. Explore Marie's world and uncover the power of personal branding. Partner with her to elevate your brand to legendary status and embark on a journey of growth and success. Visit our website today and connect with Marie to unlock your brand's full potential.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we have Tony and Christine here in regards to the Frequency of Miracles movie. So, Tony, I mean, this is really exciting for me because I am curious how you started the movie, because I myself would like to have my own movie one day.
Yes.
But tell us, what was the experience of creating it from the beginning to the end?
First of all, I want you to know it is possible for you to have your own movie,
Yes.
and it's one of those things that, you got to know what you want and you got to reverse engineer it backwards. I tell people, look, what you ate for breakfast? You ordered an egg omelet. Guess what? If it came out looking like a bagel, then you probably send it back, right? That being said, you have to know, you have to begin with the end in mind, right? And nobody has 20/20 foresight, right? But you could have 20/20 foresight if you work with the proper mentor, right? The proper mentor can give you 20/20 foresight, right? Because they've already went through 20/20 hindsight, is the old saying. So that being said, so I just learned to make sure I always have water next to me when I go on stage or something. I just learned that in this moment. It's always a teaching point. But all seriousness, I have to give a lot of credit to Daniel Recknexler. He truly is really the brainchild, along with Jackie Woodside. They really worked together to put this together initially, and I'm grateful to have been brought aboard, because again, I get the phone call, my beautiful wife and I, because we have so many contacts and so many friends around the world, and we know a lot of very well-known people, and we know them by doing the right thing all the time, not some of the time, right? And so what we do kind of transcends industries. But really, the story arc of this is really just taking what, again, the beautiful movie The Secret started, what Rhonda started many years ago. Marie Diamond was never on camera before until she went on The Secret when they filmed at Jack Canfield's event. They call her The Secret Behind the Secret. Was never on camera, her first time.
Wow, okay.
I joked with her the other day, literally 2 days ago. I said, wow, you put on your football gear and you went to the Super Bowl like day one, And it's one of those things that many of them were not known back then. There was a couple. There was Bob Proctor, and a couple were known, but not many. There's so many well-known thought leaders here. And so it's finally time where here we are almost 2 decades out from The Secret, to take what we have learned since then, what we have actually applied, right, to everyday life. Because at the end of the day, it's always where the rubber meets the road, right? I say knowledge is not power, accurate knowledge is not power, but applied accurate knowledge is power. That's how you make the world better, right? So, the story arc of this is really just going through, right, and just understanding where we're at in the world currently, right, and where basically, we could be, right, and where many of us are, and really where people are tapping into this quantum era, right, in this, proverbial age of enlightenment. Like, it's happening. People around us are waking up. They're tapping into their higher selves, right, and then when you do so, you get to see the best version of you, and when you act congruently in accordance with that, and you then align. And when you align, you're, for lack of a better word, you're vibing, and you're vibing in that frequency. And there is a frequency. We know this. When people are sad, angry, depressed, they're like this, right? When people are euphoric and happy, they're like this. So there is physiology creates psychology and vice versa. So this movie is going to go really, really in depth about that in a fun, educational way.
That's interesting. How long is the movie?
The movie's going to be around 92 minutes-ish,
Okay.
right around there. And we're still actually adding a couple more cast members, some very big
Oh,
A-listers.
you're still working on it?
Well, we wrapped, it's funny, we wrapped yesterday
Okay.
Officially, and we're going to do one more shoot this week, and we may have somebody else who's a very, very well-known A-lister being in as well. And then we're wrapped officially, and we're going to go into what we call post-production and get to put it all together and really have a lot of fun with that. And then we're going to do a beautiful premiere, and then you guys will be able to
Where
see it
is it
soon.
going to be the premiere?
So we're looking at right now Rafi's, which is, if you're familiar with the LA area, Rafi's. Vision Lakianu at Mind Valley just did an event there the other day.
Okay.
Many of our cast members were involved with him at the event. We have done other premieres at Universal Studios and some other, well-known theaters around there. So at the very least, we're going to do Rafi's. We may actually do a couple. And I'm very excited because now we're going to the distribution part, and it's going to be one of these big box platforms. So I'm very, very excited about that.
So how much did it cost to produce this movie? I mean, that's always a big question for a lot of movie producers.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I mean, when you look at basically a documentary, I know friends have done documentaries for, a couple $1 million, but you could typically do it on a lower end. It's not a Marvel production where it's 500 million and up type thing.
Yeah.
But what it's in the six figures. It's in the six
Okay.
figures. A lot of people don't realize it's quite pricey to put these things together. You have a lot of great talent. We're very excited because behind the camera, one of our EPs, executive producers, and one of our DPs have done movies like X-Men, right? Have done movies like really big movies and shows.
Yeah.
Riverdale. So, we're bringing Hollywood into this in regards to their skill set. So this is not going to be one of those quick little movies where we put people behind a camera type thing. This really will have a beautiful story arc, and we have some of the best in the industry behind us, both in front of the camera and behind the camera. So we're very
Okay.
excited, yeah.
Well, it's funny because I met with the director from Paramount Picture, and when I was talking to him about my movie, he said it's about $200,000 at that time. This was before COVID. And then, Glenn Morshower, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we're talking about
Glenn
that.
is also
Transformers, and he's in a lot of movies, yeah.
He
yeah.
was our keynote speaker from our last Fire Up Live event, and I talked to him about doing a movie also, and he said, Marie, it's about 1.5 to 2 million, he said. So, if there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yes, yeah.
So it's just a matter of, making sure that you understand the value of what you're doing. And obviously, you guys are putting a lot of time and effort on this movie that you're doing. Now, Christine, what is the ideal vision for you for this, for being a part of this movie?
I want people to know that they, with the right intention, they can be empowered to create the life that they choose. And it's really a matter of choice. And there are no absolutes in healing, but once you set your intention and you open up to the possibilities, the right people, places, things, scenarios, synchronicities will line up. Just the same, I met Anthony, I met him on my birthday, and I was just out to
forgot
just
about
be
that part,
out and about. And his friends started talking to me, and we started talking about just, language patterns and intention and subconscious, and then his friend pulled me over, and that was the beginning of it. And, his wife had a tiara, and I said, I'm going to start wearing a tiara out. Why not? And we really had a great synergy. And I had an event at University of Miami the next week because I work with hundreds of people at the same time. So I was also working on a big collaboration and rewire session with many people at the same time. And I invited Tony out, and he's like, I've never seen anything like this. What is this? I don't understand it. And we became connected. We became friends. And then when I went into a deeper understanding and another practice with another mentor, I invited him to come with me because I'm always deepening my practice. There's no stopping me at finding new modalities to heal and integrate them because I did breath work, I did cold plunge, I did family constellation, I did therapy, I did hypnosis, I did Reiki, I did ayahuasca, I did shaman,
Wow.
A
A lot of it.
I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on my healing. And when I got down to it, it was between me and my higher self and my higher consciousness. And once I put those pieces in play, all the right things line up for me, including being in this film, which is a huge honor.
So where are you based?
I'm based in South Florida, but I work virtually on Zoom all over the world with clients, which is strictly by referral now.
Okay.
So it's only based on my results that I have a client base, but I have a feeling that's about to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you're going to be busy after the movie.
So
You're going to have a lot of clients. How are you?
I have a lot of people to help, and that was really the message for me is you're going to change the consciousness of humanity. And I had an astrologer tell me through films and through movies, and you're going to be really well known and recognized. And I said, I wipe noses all day for children. I don't have a career, so that's not really something I understand. And he said, it is your path and your purpose, and if you open up to it, it will show up. And not even 4 years later, we're now here. So I want people to know there's possibility, and there's so much mystery and magic all over the world. And if you are in alignment, in integrity, and authentic, the right people show up for you.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Very true.
What about you, Tony? What's your vision for the whole movie?
My vision is, I like to think that my dharma, my gift from God, applied, and everybody has a gift, right? And if you can act in accordance with that and actually can create a living off that too, it's the most beautiful thing. There's the old saying, you'll never work a day in your life if you love what you do, is to really, teach people, right, that this is out there, that they are powerful, right, that they have the ability to tap into this. It's embedded in them. The old saying that is that we're made from stardust. We actually are, right? Mm-hmm. We can tap into the frequency, right? We can tap when we pray. We're tapping into source, right? When we're meditating, so it's in us. And I do not believe there's been a film that's been quite the catalyst of a movement that this will be, where everybody's coming together to talk about it. And it's so big. We have a trilogy, and we actually might have a saga. We might have a fourth one too. We're in discussions about this right now because so many people keep reaching out more and more with accolades that are just amazing globally.
It's truly a conscious collaboration, and these big names are stepping in, and they're excited to be a part of it. And that shows that there is a need and there's a movement. There's a further deepening of what's got started with The Secret. Yeah. So we are super excited for people to know more about.
Well, I'm excited for you. I want to go to the premiere. I want to see
you are
it.
Invited.
Of course, you're invited.
You are invited.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, since it's just going to be here in LA, right? Do you already have a set date for it?
We're looking March-ish. We don't have a set date yet, but we're looking March-ish. Yeah.
Okay.
Most likely. We got to, kick off the year with a bang, right? Q1.
And people should stay tuned to the website, thefrequencyofmiracles.com, and there is, all information will be updated on the film.
Okay.
Yeah. And hashtag the frequency.
Okay. Well, we're going to take another commercial break. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and stay with us. We'll be right back.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
In Karate Legacy and the Power Within, we don't just teach karate techniques, we share the inspiring stories of incredible martial artists. Latino Gonzalez, the father of karate, paved the way for martial arts in the Philippines. His legacy lives on through his sons, Rolando and Roberto Gonzalez, who starred in over 100 Philippine karate movies, captivating audiences and bringing karate to the silver screen. Then we have Patricia Gonzalez, a symbol of strength and resilience. After overcoming her own battles, Patricia's journey embodies the spirit of perseverance. Her story encourages us to face our challenges head-on and emerge victorious. Each character in this book has a unique journey, friends and students who have dedicated their lives to mastering the art of karate. Their shared passion not only deepens their bond, but also strengthens their resolve to uplift one another. Through these compelling stories, Karate Legacy and the Power Within reveals the essence of karate: courage, unity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Join us in celebrating these extraordinary individuals and discover the strength that lies within you. Grab your copy of Karate Legacy and the Power Within, available now on Amazon.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. And Tony and Christine with the Frequency of Miracles movie is amazing to look forward to. So, Tony, give us your words that you wanted to share to our listeners. What is something that you want them to know about the movie?
Okay, last time we came back from commercial break, my voice went, so it's here now, so we're good.
Okay.
So, oh my gosh, there's so much to share. It's very exciting. We just really want people to know, all right, that there are ways for them to tap in and to be, right, a human being, the best version of themselves. There's literally a roadmap plan, right? The people you can't necessarily help what you're born into, right? Whether it's like what you're dealing with now growing up as a child, right? You can't blame your mom and dad forever, or what genetically you were born into, generations ago. But guess what? Now you can actually learn how to tap into that, start to rewire your mind and your entire body, your nervous system. They recently have found out, we've been hearing a long time now about the gut brain, for over half a decade, right? That the gut communicates with the vagus nerve, right, directly to the brain. Well, there's also the heart. Tony Robbins has spoken a lot about it. He did something on Dr. Oz about it, connecting the heart, syncing up. But when you sync them all up, right, but there are people out there that are these energetic practitioners with these different modalities, such as the Rewired Mind, literally my favorite, right, that can go in there and help just basically do spring cleaning, move things out that aren't, right? So you have now the room and the space to create what it is that you want. And you could put that proverbial furniture wherever you want. We have, people like Marie Diamond in the movie, the legend from The Secret, talking about feng shui, right? There's science to it, that where your arrangement of things are in your house in the north and in the northeast, right? Your office being in the north and your kind of success room in the northeast, right? In your living area, and people are going to learn this from this movie. So many things that if they actually apply them, like their lives will become so much better. They can start to remove what they're not. They can start become what they should be, what they want to be, and they can tap into the best version of themselves to start living that life. We're actually showing them the how, right? And that's the key, because, at the end of the day, the why may drive you, the why that makes you cry, but it does happen with how. And that's what I'm excited about.
Wow. I love it. What about you, Christine? Any last words for our listeners?
So my last words are that, really setting the intention, and then everything needs to line up. Your language needs to line up, your actions, your thoughts, and clearing out what's already there. The same way he was saying, you need to really clear out what exists there from your past, from your patterns, from your programming, from your parents that lives there, anything from society, and then put your blinders on, and anything that is out of alignment. It's like a internal emotional business plan. If it's not going to get you to your destination or your goal, don't engage in it, because it's just going to take you back and it's going to take you down. So my big message is, if you're not working in the subconscious mind, then you are just moving the dirt around from the right to the left, because your conscious mind only runs 5% of who you are. So subconscious programs are amazing. Super conscious work is next level. It is going to take you further, faster, and it's going to be a really big shift in your life. And find someone that you can work with that you really feel that resonates at your frequency that you would like to have. Find somebody.
What if they want to work with you? How
if they want to work with me, well, my name is Kristen Connell, and I am the founder of the Rewired Mind. And I did this for myself and my children, and that was my biggest strength, is that I was finding a solution for myself, and it's now time to just share that with others.
Okay. Do they go to a website?
Rewiredmind.com.
Okay. What about you, Tony? What's the best way if they want to get a hold of you or just learn about the movie?
Yeah, so the movie website, and keep me honest here, is the frequencyofmiracles.com. I did that good.
Okay.
And
It's the
frequency of miracles.
frequency of miracles.com. Okay.
Hashtag the frequency. That's what we're really pushing with the hashtag. And we're building a whole system that's going to be a little bit surprise in the back end, an opt-in system for some goodies and things of that nature as well. And if somebody wants to reach me personally, our office number is 908. We still have our Jersey number, 309, and it's 806 as
Okay,
well.
can you repeat the number again?
Sure.
Please?
908-309-806.
All right.
I'm sorry,
missing one number.
8016. 8016.
Okay, say that
Yeah.
again.
Let me try that one more time. What gets repeated gets remembered. 908-309-8016.
All right, there you go. Well, I am really excited for you, and I can't wait to be a part of it, or at least, be at the launch event in March, right? And
Yes,
I'm
we'd
actually
love to have you there.
I'm doing an event on March, which is called the Queen's Business Expo.
Okay.
That's March 22nd. I'm not sure the timing of your launch. If you are able to come to my event, and then we can announce it there, so everybody can still go there.
That'd
right?
be great. That'd be great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're actually leaning towards late March, early April. So that's kind of what. So
Okay.
maybe we'll push for more early April. Yes.
Yeah. So
What
our
a great
event,
title, the Queens.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
we
that.
need more royalty around, don't we?
Exactly.
To say the least.
So it's going to be on March 22nd, and it's at the Shelter Island Best Western Hotel. I can definitely send you the information, but
Wonderful.
to everyone out there, you can also come and join us on March 22nd at Queen's Business Expo. And for more information, you can call me at 619-453-4664. And again, make sure you connect with Tony and Christine. The name of the movie is thefrequencyofmiracles.com. And check out and make sure that you learn from them. All right? Well, thank you so much for being here,
Yes.
Tony
Thank you
and
very
Christine.
much.
It's
Thank
such
you
a
for all the
pleasure
work
to
you're
have you
doing.
both.
Thank you
It's
as well,
amazing.
too.
Thank you for serving and helping share this message and everything that you're engaging in. It's been an honor to be here with
Yes.
you.
Well, we all want to have a fabulous lifestyle. That's why we're
We
all
do.
here,
That's
right?
We do.
right. That's
Yes.
So we want to make sure that our listeners can get a lot of good information where they can improve their life and rewire their mind.
Absolutely. Yeah. And rewire
Upgrades
the
all
life.
around.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
So anyway, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite. And don't forget, we're here every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m., and we will see you next week.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
We supply the words, you paint the picture. KCAA.
What would